Yeah,
Welcome to another interview. It's been a while. Returning to my show today, I'm very pleased to be joined by country and rock artist Joe Hermes. Has a new single out. He's in the UK doing a support tour for Boyzlife. Just wanted to welcome you back. Looking forward to interviewing you. And how are you today?
I'm good, Danny. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Good to see you again. And yeah, so just to refresh, can you just tell me and my listeners, about your earliest musical memory, when you first began songwriting?
Well, songwriting, yeah, I'd say probably in junior high, hanging out with my buddies. We were really getting into playing guitar and, um, we started trying to write songs, I should say. And then, yeah, I probably did that for a handful of years, but then didn't songwrite for a long time. And when I started songwriting again, it was way down the road, and that's kind of when I started merging into the country lane because the singer-songwriter stuff started making a lot more sense to me.
That's fair enough. And on to today, the present. You have a new single out called The Country High.
Yeah, that Country High, it's a fun one. It's probably the most lighthearted, fun song that I've done to date, but we knew we were going out on tour with Boyzlife, and the song's got some pop and some R&B elements to it, as well as it's got some easy sing-along stuff. So we thought it was a good time to bring the song out, knowing the audience we were going to be playing for, and trying to keep it light and lively and do our job and warm up that stage.
And do you think this song really showcases to the audience where you are presently, like, your musical direction and in life?
I would say it's not as indicative of the musical direction we're going in. It's more indicative of probably my state of mind right now, which is trying to, you know, um, leave all the stress away and just enjoy my time on tour, enjoy my uh, time on my interviews here, enjoy, just having more fun. So I would say it's a lot more reflective of that state of mind currently.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And I had listened to that Country High, and it's still keeping in faith with your modern country vibes. It's foot tapping, gets the audience singing along. Have you managed to
Hmm.
perform it live yet?
Oh yeah, we close the show with it every night with Boyzlife. Yeah, it's like I said, they get the crowd, they latch onto it pretty easy. I kind of coach them through. I said, all right, now you're gonna have some na na na's. We're gonna teach you how to sing them, and we kind of give them the little rundown, and as we're like playing the song, and then they jump right in. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we've been hitting it every show.
A good sing along and a crowd pleaser then.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
the
it gets
boys,
them moving.
the boys' life as well. Of course, you got one band member from Westlife and Boyzone who had success here in the UK and Ireland and Europe. How did that collaboration come about? Supporting them.
Right. Well, the last time we chatted, I was over here for a small tour, and that during that tour, early stages of that tour, is when the guy that was helping book my shows here had pitched me to them, and they said yes, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm going out with Boyzlife. So then, yeah, that was when it started. It was right about the same time we chatted last time.
Oh, and just another question. We'll come back to your new single. Do you know the music now? Are you familiar with their songs?
I am very familiar with the songs. I'm not as familiar with the names, but because we're hearing the sets, and then they, of course, have they do a lot of medleys during their set where they're bringing, bits and pieces of different covers, different other people's covers in just for fun. Um, but yeah, I'm getting pretty familiar with singing along to a lot of their stuff, and actually enjoying it quite a bit as well. That's the surprising part that I didn't think I was gonna get into them. But yeah, now we're always backstage just singing along, and it's fun. We're having a
And you
good time.
start you start supporting them any day soon. On the website, you can see all the dates coming to a town near the
Yeah,
audience where they could see
yeah,
you
we're
on stage.
Yep, we're actually halfway through the tour right now. Not sure when this will air, but yeah, we've got actually yesterday was the halfway mark. So yeah, we've been running every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday um, for 3 weeks. This will be the start of our fourth, and it's a 6 week run.
And where's best for people to see those tour dates you may be
They
at?
can, yeah, all my stuff's listed on Bands in Town, but you can get to that through my site, joehermesmusic.com. And that'll also link you to any of the music, any of the social medias, give you a little bit more about me. And yeah, joehermesmusic.com. Just type in Joe Hermes in Google and you'll see my ugly mug.
And just to say, on the 22nd of March, on the Sunday, you're at the Warwick Arts Centre in Coventry as well, which is my neck of the woods. So just making sure we get that out.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually just stayed in Coventry last week for a few days. Passing through, it was kind of a halfway point. So I am now a little familiar with Coventry and where the gyms are at and kind of the downtown, the city center and stuff like that. So yeah,
There's some nice parts to Coventry, and there's Warwickshire as well, Stratford upon Avon as well. So good to see you in the area.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Felt
And
very
back
comfortable.
back to your new single as well, Country High. Have you managed to do like a music video to it, or do you just concentrate on getting the music out first?
Um, we we didn't do like a full-fledged music video. We'll do performance videos. So I've got some of those on my socials already. We went outside of Nashville to a little country town called Dixon and just kind of just overtook their main street, just started walking down Main Street filming and it was pretty neat because everything you'll see if you go find that those clips on social media anywhere, um, I mean, none of that was just all off the cuff. We're just like let's walk down Main Street, singing that country high. I had the sunset in the background, and it's just a small town, and it was really neat.
It's a quite a productive way to make and direct a music video, doing a live performance, and then kind
Yeah.
of splicing the footage together.
Yeah, yeah, it's you just go out and you film a bunch of stuff and then you got that content and you just start working with it and teasing your song, teasing the release and then obviously, we're layering those bits in
Mm,
with the tour and yeah, it's
lovely. And with that country, how will that lead to like an EP, or do you have any singles in the pipeline up and coming?
yeah, so as a guy that does rock and country, I think the next single is actually going to be a little more country. It's ironically going to be a more or sorry, it's a more rock song, but ironically, it's a rock song about Broadway in Nashville. So, kind of a little tongue in cheek there. But it's about rocking on Broadway, and it's called Boots on Broadway. And I think that's going to be the next single, which will, by design, because we'll be going out with a rock band in April, Lansdowne. We're doing a tour that goes through Germany, back into the UK, France, Czech, and into the Netherlands. So we wanted to have more of a rock single out for that time. But then I think this summer we're probably going to be honing in on putting together either a big EP or an album.
Right, we'll look forward to that one. And you're in the UK, Europe for a while, for a bit of a while now.
Yep, my pretty much my whole spring is over here, which is fine by me. It's tough being away from my family, but it's all in the pursuit of chasing the dream.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't feel it doesn't feel for nothing.
Hmm.
It's definitely the sacrifices that you make that make it worthwhile. And um, yeah, we bit off a big chunk. So I think out of I think little over 3 of the 4 months this spring, I'm going to be, playing and touring. So
Hmm.
it's a good, you know, it's something I've always wanted, and now that it's here, it's like you feel like you're accomplishing it, and but at the same time, you know. you're still trying to plan what's next after that, even though my head's, spinning around like crazy every day, trying to keep track of where we're at and what we're doing. Luckily, I have a good tour manager that helps me with that. But yeah, it's been a wild ride, and it's just getting started.
Yeah, and it's a rewarding feeling doing something we enjoy and seeing the faces leave the concerts,
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been getting
satisfied.
a lot of fans after the concerts. My guitar player Jerry and I, we try to go out and meet people out by the merch table after our performance. I always enjoyed it when I would see a new artist, and then they did that. I'd get a chance to go meet them, and so I wanted to make sure I started doing that at every show. And yeah, we've met a lot of great people through that, and I'd say that's probably one of the things I look forward to the most. Actually, is we're playing these sold out theaters, and to see it songs that they don't know resonate with them, and then they go out of their way to come say hey and get a picture with you, and um, yeah, it's quite enjoyable.
Good feeling. And you've shared the stage with Uncle Cracker and Blackstone Cherry, to name but a few. Are there any other, performers you'd like to open up a show with, or sing a duet with, or share a stage?
Oh, I mean, there's a long list of people I would like to perform with. I think one of my current goals would be to try to open for someone like Hardy, because he's got a pretty diverse catalog. So that would give me the opportunity to play a bigger variety from my catalog. Um, Plus, I feel like his fan base is going to be probably a little more closely aligned with mine. So Hardy's there. I've always wanted to, you know, play with Brantley Gilbert. That's definitely on the dream list. And then I've got some rock guys that I'd love to, I've always dreamed of going and playing with. But I'm just happy to be playing. I mean, anywhere that we can play, even artists of any level. I mean, we'll be going home. I'm coming off of a major tour here, and I'm going to go home. And during our 10 days off, I just scheduled a show where we're going to go support, uh, somebody on tour in our hometown. And I don't know if it's announced yet, so I'll keep it under my hat. But I mean, they're not a huge artist, but they're out touring, and I'm like, yeah, I'd love to, any chance to get out and play a stage for some
Yeah.
folks. I'm in. The only thing I don't like doing is going into a loud, crowded bar and having to play like cover songs. Like that does not excite me, and I try to avoid that like the plague. Um, so any opportunity I can go play my original music, and whether it's for two people or 2,000, I mean, I give it everything I got.
That's why we love doing these shows. I certainly like interviewing, original independent artists, because it's an art form, writing music. And speaking of like, testimonials, I've got here Joe Hermes has a superb sound that will satisfy country rock fans and will become a festival and concert favorite for years to come. That's from one of, the music reviewers. That's a really good positive feedback.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I I feel that way. I don't know what else I could do. I mean, you go on stage, and you get into that guy, that mode, that performer, and I mean, every show, it's just like I pour everything I got into it. I mean, if we're doing a show a day, so I mean, sometimes we're doing a performance, at a radio interview, and then we go out and do the show, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know how to go 90%. It's just it's all or nothing. And that's why I really have enjoyed the bigger stages, and I think that might be why that comment came out, because I feel like the bigger stages, I'm a big guy, and I'm in a small space, I can be probably pretty intimidating because I don't just stand there. I don't just stand there and sing. I mean, I've got to be moving and really engaged. I mean, I'm very animated trying to live out the lyrics of the song while we're playing the song. I'm always doing hand gesturing and just moves that I don't even realize I'm doing them until I look back at the video and I'm like, man, like it's kind of intense. But that's the rock side of me. I mean, I grew up watching those concerts that um, and that's I think the kind of the merge of the two worlds. Country guys a lot of times will just stand there and, tip their hat and sing to you. And but the rock guys, it's always about stage energy. And so I'm kind of riding, both sides of that.
Visual as well. And wanted to just finish the interview on a light-hearted note. Do you have any interesting facts about yourself you might like to share? It could be an unusual quirk or what you like to do in your spare time or what type of foods you
Hmm.
like to eat.
Well, I would say that I'm a um, despite despite popular opinion amongst the older kids, I wholeheartedly lean into being playing Fortnite, you know? Like I would say that's something that I started doing with my son. He's 11 now. I've been playing Fortnite for at least 3 years, and I didn't hadn't played video games, for a long, long time. And so I would say that if you knew me, it might be a little surprised that that's one of the things I'd like to do, like in the hotel room. Um, whether I'm playing with my son or not, like I just turn it on and start playing because it's I find it fun. So there's a weird quirk for you.
Great. So your brand new single is out now and you're on tour as well, Country High. Please support the single. And if you're in the town where Joe's performing, check out his website. Just Google Joe Hermes and all the tour dates will come on up. Yeah, and that's everything I wanted to ask on today's interview. Joe Hermes on
Yeah.
today's show. Thanks for your company
And
today.
might I say, Dan, Danny, I enjoy your backdrop on this one.
Yes, it was good today. I made an
I
extra effort with the kind of saloon,
see
kind of
that. A lot more
country.
than just playing. We're staying in an Airbnb. I didn't have much exciting, so I'm glad one of us took the artistic route.
And on that note, always a pleasure. All the best with this tour, Joe. All right.
All right, thank
Take
you.
it easy out there. Bye bye bye.